Since today we're talking about transitioning from university to work, I am repping Barbie University set. You can't see my pants. To
We're
get
bo-
in the spirit of university. Every time we talk about university, I'm gonna wear my Barbie University because
we're matching also.
yeah.
That was a happy coincidence.
And also, I wish I graduated from Barbie University. 'Cause I didn't. It doesn't exist. Hi, besties, and welcome back to another episode of Looney Tunes. I'm Luna, and today we're going to dive into a topic that hits close to home to me, and I'm sure to a lot of you listeners out there. And since it's graduation season, what better time is it to talk about the things that no one tells you about the transition from university to the workforce? And also, what better guest to have than my good friend Imad, who we shared almost the same similar university experience since we were in the same major, same university, had almost the same courses every single year. So, hi Imad.
Hi, Jules. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Looney Tunes.
Thank you.
Guys, fun fact, Imad is actually also the producer of Looney Tunes. So the man behind it all
Yeah.
is now on camera. That's interesting. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So Imad,
Hello.
it's been almost a year since we graduated. Can you believe that? Since we graduated university.
Oh, yeah. Well, you graduated before me, technically.
Technically, but we can leave that part out. But let's say it's a similar, like, it's been, we graduated almost in June. Oh, also, fun fact, we had our graduation party together
Mm-hmm.
because we were just so happy that it was finally
In the
over.
middle of summer.
In the middle of summer on a yacht, in summer, in Dubai
Guys,
summer.
In Dubai, is humidity.
Exactly, it was like 50 degrees.
It was so hot.
We were sweating, and I was so happy with the way I looked. I did my makeup, my hair, and I wore this amazing dress. The second we got out of the car, boom, everything is ruined. But we had fun.
We had fun. We had so much
Yeah,
fun.
we had so much
Yeah.
fun. But we won't tell you what happened on the yacht because,
Just imagine. We all had fun. Humam was seasick.
yeah, oh my God. Humam was seasick.
At the end, we were all seasick, يعني.
Honestly, yeah, because it was a long ride.
It was 4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours.
And it was nighttime, so
But
Anyways.
the view of Dubai, the skylight, it was a magical night. Yeah, so
it
that was so fun.
so fun, but I just wish we graduated in like winter.
Yeah, fall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fall semester. But anyways, we are in May 4th, 2024 right now. In a month, it would mark a year since our graduation. So, Imad, how has your life changed in a year?
Damn. Yeah, it changed a lot. Yeah, from being a student to being employed to being having a full-time job
Mm.
to my friends, my lifestyle, technically my life changed like 180 degrees. Like watching how you like personally we've changed as human beings from then to now.
A lot. And not just us, also our friends.
Everything changed.
Everything changed, everyone changed, and that's what we're here to talk about, how no one prepares you for that type of transition. Like, we were on that yacht celebrating our graduation with
We're
all of our
grown-ups
best
now.
friends, and then suddenly in like a week everything changed. Now, I'm not saying you will get employed in a week. That's a joke.
No.
But luckily me and Imad actually we got employed pretty quick.
Mhm.
But little did we know that this life is not it. Like, we were so happy to leave university. Finally, no more studying, no more presentations, no more staying up till 4
No
a.m.
more stress.
No more stress. Guys, when I tell you the stress doubles by 10, because when you're working, you're employed at a company, like, the fate of that company, according to your job, is on you. Like, it's a huge responsibility. If you like you like fucking with someone's money, you know, like, it's not your company, it's not your money. Like, it's very stressful. It's a different kind of stress, but Honestly, I prefer university stress. What do you
Oh,
prefer?
absolutely, absolutely. Take me
Literally.
back. And if you asked me this question, what, like a year and a half ago, I was like, "Oh, I can't wait till I graduate. I can't." Was like, there's no more stress, no more like working with so many people on projects.
Mm.
Um, if I can go back, it's like enjoy it. You're doing nothing. You're genuinely having fun with your friends. Yeah, and you're
Literally.
practically doing no stress. بس يعني.
And for free. Like
Oh yeah.
your your parents were helping you and you, I don't know about other parents, but for example, like usually when you
Our
start
situation was
working,
much better than other people. Yes.
yeah. So when you're working, like my parents, for example, they're like, "Khalas, you're independent." Hello?
Mm.
What do you mean I'm independent? I'm your only daughter. Please, no. Like I don't want this.
Mhm.
So how did like that feel for you? Like now you are fully like actually responsible for yourself, or was it even like that for you?
Uh, no, I was like my parents took care of me. But
Mm,
like even during uni I was working on like I was freelancing. I wasn't like really tied into any schedule or anything, but like I was freelancing,
mm,
whether it was editing, videography, anything I could do. But say I was not tied into a like specific schedule where like my night and day I had to follow a specific clock in and I had to clock out. No,
mm.
but يعني I did work for the majority of my university career.
Okay.
But no, it's nothing like being fully employed by a company, like using our degrees and like, yeah.
Exactly. Like I feel like in university, your only responsibility is to get good grades and get through it and make it to graduation. That's it. But when you're employed at a company, like suddenly you have all these responsibilities and like they're counting on you. They hired you because of your skills and like what you learned and everything, and they're fully depending on you. Like, what do you mean you're depending on me? Like, I'm just a girl. Like, you can't.
With not gonna lie, yeah, one thing like, especially like my first week of my first week of my job, like I looked back, I was like, up, like we were the same major, same thing. I've always said that you're the most creative person I know. Like technically, is like our major really like focused on creativity, but it also focused on other parts.
Yeah.
But I was always good at the technical parts, editing and stuff. So we kind of had an agreement
Yeah.
that like we all had the same projects and assignments, and like you do my creative part and I do
And
your
he do my yeah, you do my technical part.
technical.
Literally, us. But honestly, we were a very good team. Like I brought the best things that I have, and you brought the best things that
Oh
you
yeah,
have,
absolutely. We
and we
work well together.
combined them,
Yeah.
which is why we're also a good team on Looney Tunes. So
Thank
yeah,
you. But like going like from like having the same schedule of classes of like when I finish classes, you finish classes. Well, we had the same deadline. That was like great. But after we graduated, you worked at a different company than I did.
yeah,
Our
we're
schedule were
not the
not last
same.
night. So I couldn't be like, Luna, can you help me with this? Or
Mm.
like you will send me was like, I really can't. I have a project of my own. So that took some adapting. Well, yeah, looking back at it, yeah, it was wrong from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we like it made you
We
like,
cheated the code, guys. We literally cheated like
oh yeah, absolutely, like everything after my
everything.
from my junior year to my senior year, I did no creative work. You did it for me.
I did no technical work in those years, like literally nothing. We just like even if we had a course that wasn't like the same course or with a different professor, we'd still do each other's work. Like, and now at work, we can't do that because first
Hmm.
of all, NDA, and like it's just wrong morally. It's
Yeah,
wrong, and it's like how are you gonna understand what company I
exactly.
work at? Like you
And the
don't,
goals and the
and the
guidelines
goals
and
and what they
everything.
need.
Yeah.
Like as much as I explain it to you,
No, I wouldn't get it.
you wouldn't
Yeah.
get it, and same with you. Like I wouldn't get it either, but we try to help each other.
Yeah, where we
Yeah,
can, we help each other.
where we can, we
Yeah.
do. Everyone that's graduating, honestly, like I'm not trying to scare you guys, but يعني it doesn't get better from there. It doesn't get better from there. For me, at least. I mean, everyone's experience is different, but most people I talk to, like, are not having it with work, you
But
know?
okay, we graduated a year ago.
Mm.
Yani, hopefully, like, give us some time, give us a few years. It'll get better for us, and just
Yeah.
not destroy the people who are, who
No,
are
I'm
happy they're
not trying to
graduating. No,
destroy them,
not
but like,
always the beginning. The beginning is
get
always hard.
ready. You're
Absolutely.
in for a huge slap in the face. Like, honestly, we did not realize how blessed we were in university of like having all this freedom and like literally you just had to get good grades. But once you start working, it's like, okay, you're an adult now. Like, what do you mean I'm an adult now?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
Like I'm 22. Like how is 22 an adult? Like I can't. Like I still feel like I'm a teenager personally.
Who's saying that? Like people are gonna say it's like 22. Long time ago, 22-year-olds were like they were responsible of
Oh
families and
my,
shit.
I hate those people.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, but you don't have a crashed economy. We do.
Yeah.
Like we have inflation, we have a horrible economy. Like we didn't have the same opportunities as they had because like money for them,
It was different. Everything was
it was
different.
different. Everything was different. Like, okay, I'm sure now we have more jobs that are create. Like, for example, social media that didn't
That was
exist before,
exactly.
but we have it now, and that created jobs like social media manager, content creator, whatever, whatever. So many like new opportunities, but at the same time, no one wants you. No one wants you.
Yeah.
Like, finding a job, I think if it weren't for the connections that my family had, there's no way.
That's a blessing. Also, that's
That's a
like
blessing.
people whose family or friends can help them. That's a blessing to have. This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't like you can't get a job as fast as I don't know, maybe you can. I'm not like I don't want to say no you can't do it. Relax, like I want to be positive and like yes, you can do it, but at the same time be prepared.
Not your like your network is your net worth. Like
Exactly.
especially like something I just want to like bash us like we didn't do our part to go like career fairs and stuff in uni.
True.
Like okay, not saying that like we had a lot of opportunities in uni for us to network with other companies and like stuff, but we didn't do our part as students. We could have done way more. Like for example, links.
Mm.
We went to links this year in 2024. However, but like if we went to links when we were students, we could have like talked to people to get us internships. That could have helped us,
That could have helped,
but we
yeah.
didn't do that. So
And I also feel like we should have done more internships than we did. Like we only did an internship in our university. There was this rule where you have
talk
to
about
do.
yourself. I did too.
Okay, show
I
off.
did too.
Like
Relax. No, it's not. I get
okay.
what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Everyone, okay, not everyone. Majority of people do the mandatory internship,
yeah,
but technically that doesn't really help
I
truthfully.
did that. To be honest, like being like it's one thing to want to do an internship for yourself, but our university forced us. Like you literally cannot graduate if you don't take an internship. So I didn't care. Like I was just like whatever. Like put me in this company intern just for the sake of like filling out the
Mhm.
stupid form for university. But I never took it seriously at all, and I think that was a big mistake. And I think I encourage people that like if you didn't graduate yet, take as many internships as possible because the
Absolutely.
more connections you have, like even a connection as simple as like having them on LinkedIn, I trust me, that helps. Like that helps so much. Like add as many people, get to know as many people as possible, stay connected to them, don't lose touch. Like for example, at work, I learned this the hard way at work because I got my job through family connections and because I didn't need a job quickly, but like it was there, like the offer was there
Mhm.
for me to take it. Of course I'm not gonna sit, I'm gonna take it, but it wouldn't have been my first choice as a first job. So I feel like if I did more internships and I got like an opportunity to connect with more people, I wouldn't have had to like take that job because that job for me was like, okay, take it or be unemployed for I don't know how long.
You're right.
So I took it, but then I quit. So although I quit in the job, like when I started working is where I started realizing, shit, you need connections like of your own.
Mm-hmm.
Like you need to create your own network. And I realized it too late. So if you're still in uni or if you're graduating high school and you're going to uni now,
take all the career fairs. You
Take
go to
all the career fairs,
go
take
to
as many
everything.
internships, everything, literally, because you
You
never
don't know
know.
who's gonna help you. Also, that's the
Exactly.
point.
And stay connected, keep
Mhm.
in touch, because when you lose touch, they forget you. Why would they remember you?
Every Eid, every Christmas, every New Year's.
عيد مبارك
Yes.
رمضان كريم literally
Yeah.
لازم. I know, like, نحن, especially our generation, we're Gen Z, we find everything icky and cringy.
Yeah.
It is icky, it is cringy, but adults like it and employers like it.
Mhm.
And these are the
That's how
people you're
you're
going to be
remembered.
working for.
Yeah.
So do it,
Yeah, yeah,
honestly,
so-
even if it's icky, cringy, whatever. Like, if you want to live your 20s to the fullest, then do the work before that. Like, when it comes to connections and stuff, like, do the work for your 20s. So in your 20s, you're relaxed. You have the job that you like. You're also living your life. Whatever.
Yeah, so just I want to add something to your point. For everyone just who does the mandatory internship as a requirement, companies. Okay, I was blessed to do my internship with the company I did and the team I did. They helped me a lot, but yani, to them I was always seen as the intern. They taught me a lot. I'm not telling you no, but yani, they didn't give me like the same amount of work as an employee, because of course again I was like what
Yeah.
a 19-year-old, but for some reason that gave me, it was like, oh, work is gonna be this easy.
Exactly.
And like I like going out of like the graduation, like after graduate, I had the same expectations as I had in like my
As
internship.
when you were an intern.
Yeah, and I see that's happening so much. It was like people's like, it's just like my internship. It's like,
work.
no.
No, it's not. Like, be prepared to, celebrities sell their souls to the devil. Society sells their soul to employers. Honestly.
Absolutely, especially corporate.
Especially corporate. And like, but listen, like, it's not okay transitioning, especially to corporate. I mean, you can't define all companies as corporate, but like, the ladder,
Yeah.
like, if you actually want to progress in a certain company, corporate, let's say, it's different than agencies, for
Oh,
example, or
absolutely.
startups or whatever. So, unfortunately, I got sucked into corporate in a marketing department. Yes, I studied integrated marketing, but I didn't study business. So, seeing corporate and like suits and ties and heels and everything, I'm like, this is exactly the life that I was dreading. Like, this is exactly why I don't want to, like, I studied my major so I don't end up in this situation, because our major is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be
Creative, yeah.
creative. It's supposed to be all about social media. And, like, I'm not saying it's easy stuff. Being a social media manager isn't easy. Being a content creator isn't easy. You have to be creative. You have to, like, be ready to go.
Mhm.
But the environment is easier than corporate. So much
Okay,
easier
okay.
than
This
corporate.
is the point where this. Okay, we're as close as we are. We're two different personalities.
Mm.
Yes. Like the funny thing is, like you wanted to go into the agency side, but like
I ended up in corporate.
Nasib, yeah, you went into corporate, and I'm the one who ended up on the agency side and the creative side.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I had a very small like insight to the corporate. Actually, just 3 months in like the
Okay.
corporate world. You know that.
Mm.
Uh, okay, yes, it's more stressful. It's more like get it done quickly and everything. But in the also creative agencies and like whatever it is, it's not as glamorous as people portray it to be.
It's not
Yes, no,
glamorous,
it's
but it's less like serious.
it's less serious, but it's more demanding.
Mm.
In corporate, this is your job. When it's done, it's gonna move to this person. It's like a ladder. It's the
It is
corporate
a
ladder.
ladder. It's
Yeah,
a ladder.
in the creative agencies or the space or the like agency space as is, it's a pool. It always comes back to you.
Mm.
Yani, the work is never done. It rotates. I thought I did it like a few weeks ago. Yeah, there's been a change in this, so it comes back to you. So you have to redo everything. So you're never done with projects. That's
Okay.
so I'm not telling you. At the end of the day, it's like a preference. It's whatever you like, but
Yeah.
work is work at the end of the day.
Work is work at the end of the day, but like personally for me, like I just wasn't comfortable being in an environment where I have to like suit up and be serious and be around people that are so much older
Hmm.
than me. Like, I was the youngest person there. You don't find that in an
Oh,
agency.
and you're automatically you're like young. You don't
And
know
you're
anything.
automatically the young one. She doesn't understand. She doesn't know. Help her. Like, no, let me help you. Like, they don't take you
Hmm.
seriously. You know, they're like, haha, like, she's the personality hire or
Yeah.
she's the whatever. There's no fucking around in corporate. If you do one mistake, you're done. You're done. So I feel like work is work, pressure is pressure. All different types of jobs have a certain type of pressure on them.
Mm-hmm.
But in corporate, like, it's more serious getting fired,
Oh, absolutely.
if you get what I mean. So
Absolutely.
you're
No, I
always
agree.
on edge, like, oh my God, like, you cannot afford to make a mistake, and the company cannot afford for you to make a mistake. And if you do, you're gone. And that's like scary. Even like, okay, I didn't love my job because obviously it's corporate. But because of that thought alone, like, even though I knew I wasn't gonna continue in the job, I knew I didn't like it, I knew I was feeling off, I still had that fear like, shit, I can get fired any second for writing a typo in an email. Like, come on, corporate politics, every work has politics. But corporate politics, oh my God, like, you feel like you have to be so sneaky. You have to like think, yani, the and in the sentence, you have to think about where to put the and. Like, usually I'm a very fast, like, I type very fast, I write very fast, the thoughts comes to me very easily. In corporate, it takes me at least 30 minutes to write one email because you have to make sure of every single thing. Because there's always a billion people CC'd, and one of them is the top dog. So we're like, okay, W capital, not dot space. Like, it's very, very, very detailed. Like, you have to like be micro focused on every single thing you're doing. You can't slip up. Like, you can't. So I was so scared, and that I feel like is what gave me stress.
Yeah.
Not the job itself, but like, God, you
Thank
know?
God for Grammarly.
Thank God for Grammarly,
Yeah, that's not. I
obviously.
get
And
you. Like,
ChatGPT.
yo, okay, you said it, not me. No, but yeah, that's exercise. Like we can live without. But يعني, but I
Exactly.
think okay, my personal view is like that's what makes corporate companies so good at their job. That's why they get the job. They're as hateful or as toxic the environment may be, بس يعني they're the ones getting it done properly.
True. Because
Yeah,
they have that structure. If
exactly.
it wasn't that strict, they wouldn't be anywhere. Like, okay, I'm not all corporate is something, but most corporate is something. You know, like governments are corporate. Government like government
Entities.
entities are corporate. Um embassies are
Mm-hmm.
corporate. Like, literally everything is corporate. So I don't know. I feel like we're mostly talking about like business majors
Yeah.
because that's what we know. But
No, even like engineering, there's like big. They're practically corporate.
they're practically
Yeah, so
corporate
it's
as
like,
well, yeah.
yeah. So it technically is not just business. All fields, law, even like big law
So
firms.
law firms,
Yeah,
oh
they're
my
corporate.
God.
Yeah.
Law firms, I feel like are horror movies.
Yeah.
Like, I could, oh my God.
Honestly, really.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Therefore, that's something about me is like if I had to. Okay, if we were not in the UAE and I didn't want to live in the UAE, I would have studied law.
Really?
Yes.
You could do corporate law here.
Ah, totally different. It's totally different. Like compared to the states and like here,
Yeah, obviously.
it's not the same.
Each country has its
What would
own
you
system.
say if you didn't study MTL?
If I didn't study
Yeah.
mass communications, I wouldn't study. I'm not gonna lie. Like, honestly, okay, I'm not saying that يعني, you need a degree to get somewhere, but I'm not saying you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I think I have mixed opinions. I feel like is that you want to be a doctor, an engineer, like something important for society. Yes, you need the degree. You need a certificate. Like, I wouldn't trust a doctor that doesn't have a billion like
Yeah.
certificates and degrees, because like, hello, it's my life. Even engineers, like they're in charge of keeping us safe. For example, electrical engineers, they're in charge of like serious stuff, for humanity.
Mhm.
Like engineers, you need them.
Mhm.
Doctors, you need them. Lawyers, you need them. Do you really need
Okay,
us?
no,
Like,
like,
honestly,
uh,
a degree?
oh
No,
no, no, no, no. Okay,
no.
I have such a mixed feelings about a degree, especially like, okay,
Guys, I don't know as we said it, but our
oh yeah,
degree is mass communications, and everyone makes fun of mass comm because it's easy. It is. But
our focus is
our focus
integrated
is integrated marketing communication. So it's
campaigns.
basically marketing, but the creative side of
Yes.
marketing. I feel like honestly, if I didn't study mass comm, I wouldn't study anything else because it doesn't interest me to be a doctor or engineer or like the important
Yeah.
things that human beings need in society. I would simply just take the money that I put into university, put it in a makeup course or go to makeup school or go to film school, even like something in the creative
Yeah.
industries, and just do that.
I totally agree. That's my point. Wow, you were 17 when you went into uni, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Those years, man, I changed a lot in those years. And like
true.
technically the only reason my parents really wanted me to study, they wanted structure in my life.
Mm. True, it brings structure, it
It,
brings routine.
no, you grow up in uni.
You grow
You
up because
absolutely
you're
grow
on
up.
your own.
بس يعني yes, I definitely agree يعني me personally, I think okay, going back, I would study go to uni, but I wouldn't go to uni at 17. Like I would take a gap year.
You would wait,
I'd
take
take
a
a
gap
gap
year,
year.
learn.
Just actually take a gap year and start work. I go into sales.
Mm.
Just simply sales. Like no, I'm not saying sales is easy. I'm not like sales is actually very hard to do. Like to actually like do good numbers. But
Mm.
sales
Mm.
teaches you a lot, especially with people.
Especially with people, yeah.
Yeah, as
You
as
need
a
to
17
have,
year old, I trust me, I didn't know that. I didn't know people.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I would honestly take a year, like after I graduated high school, just work, interact with professional people. Then I would decide, oh, okay, I want to choose this career path, this career. As a 17-year-old, oh, I
You
was
don't
partying,
know.
like just hanging out with my friends. Okay, now
Exactly.
make a decision. I was like, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, like I feel like it is such a big decision, you're right. Like for like I graduated 16.
Mm.
So like how are you supposed to like know at that age what you're gonna be for the rest of your life? I know like in kindergarten and grade 1, what do you want to be when you grow up? Police, doctor, like
I used to
whatever.
say astronaut.
I say police officer. Yeah.
Snitch.
Yeah. No, I was. يعني like but like you never really know, and like some people اصلا go through university and they go through masters and they're not convinced by their major until now
Mhm.
because you did not take enough time to sit and think, okay, genuinely what do I want? Like
Sure.
if I could take back the last 4 years of my life and make the decision all over again, I would tell my parents respectfully, I don't want a degree, I
Mhm.
want certification in the thing that I'm most passionate about, which is for me makeup. But like I would learn, I would know more about myself. I would sit and do like proper thinking, like genuinely, where do I see myself?
Absolutely.
Genuinely, what do I want to do? But I had to make a decision in what? In my senior year, while I'm already stressed studying for finals, stressed about graduation,
Mhm.
stressed about so many things,
SATs,
SATs,
bullshit.
university application essays, and I have to know what I want to be in 4 years. Yani, it's a big
Yeah.
it's a really big decision, but no regrets
No, no
so
regrets.
far.
The only like one of the major things I was like that sold me about MCM is like there's really not one career path you can take in
You,
MCM. There you can join so many fields in so
mm,
many sectors. That's what I loved about MCM. I was like, okay, even though like I have to make a decision, like like being a mass comm student or like having a degree with mass comm, I can work in so many like that's what I love. The freedom it gives you,
mm.
you only need to actually learn about other stuff, but like you don't have to have a degree in like
So,
other fields.
yeah.
So that's what I loved about MCM.
Can you tell the listeners what exactly is mascom? Like what can we work as? You said many different.
Yes. Okay. And I'm not gonna go. It's like Mascom right now. It changed so
It
many.
changes
There's
every.
so many times. But like
Yeah.
our batch, well, you had a choice between journalism and IMC.
Mm.
And me and Luna, we both chose IMC,
IMC.
Integrated Marketing and Communication. And technically, it's campaigns. Like the easiest way to explain it to people.
Like let's say advertising.
It's advertising,
Basically,
but
it's
like
advertising.
creating the media campaign from start to
A
finish,
to Z.
A to Z. Yeah, it's from the guerrilla marketing, the digital marketing, the you work for a brand or just like an agency, and that's technically IMC.
We can enter many different job fields like PR, advertising, social media, content creation,
Look at me. Look,
marketing,
technically,
everything.
I started my career. I started my career in events.
So,
In
come on,
events.
we can do
Yes,
events.
then now I'm in production, so and I did a million things in between, so that's the what I love about MC, like
Yeah,
having an MCM
it
degree.
gives you freedom. Like you
Yeah.
can work here, there, and then you choose. Now, here we want to talk about the transition from university to workforce, but what about the transition from high school to university? Because according to graduation season, all the high school seniors, congrats. Um, it's also a big deal.
Oh, it's a huge deal. We're genuinely kids.
We are kids,
Well,
and
technically we're both minors.
we were minors.
Yes.
We were minors, and suddenly, like,
We moved out.
we moved
We
out.
actually shared the same experience. We moved out of our parents' houses. We went to dorms. We lived at campus 24/7. We went back on the weekends to see our families.
Yeah.
It was a big
But most
change.
people don't get the luxury of going back to see their family on the weekends
Yes,
because
you're right.
most people travel abroad. Like we were,
Dorms are the minority. People who take dorms,
yeah,
either you stay with your family and go to uni, or either you move countries to go to uni.
exactly.
So we just moved cities. You were in Abu Dhabi.
I was in Abu Dhabi. You were in Al
I was
Ain.
in line. Yeah.
But most people like travel. We were blessed enough to not. Alhamdulillah, American University of Sharjah is a very good university. Like honestly, I would have preferred that over traveling abroad because
I have mixed feelings about that topic.
no, at that age, yeah. Like now, I would 100% pack my bags and move away from my family. But at that age, as much as we wanted to, like, hey, we're irking to move out. Like, leave me alone. I want to go to Canada. I want to go to America. I want to go to the UK. But then most of those people that actually went got the proper slap in the face. Like, we got a slap in the face too, because suddenly we're doing our own laundry, we're cleaning our own dishes. But they had to live in like a whole different culture, a whole different world, a whole different country. Had to had to make friends from scratch with people they don't know. Like as a kid, as a 16, 17-year old, like scary.
You're absolutely right, but yani also I guess maybe that's just me, but as a 17-year-old, knowing that I was still a minor, if I did something wrong, one of my parents or one of my siblings is gonna come like help me or save me.
Mm,
I crossed the line way too much.
mm.
With in comfort, it's like it's fine. One of my parents will still, like come bail me out or something.
Yeah,
Like
they'll fix it.
yeah. We were too comfortable.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Honestly, we always had them
Yeah, absolutely.
an hour away. What some people had them 15 hours away
You're
by
right.
plane. And we will talk about that in another episode. We'll dig deeper into people that traveled abroad with someone that actually did, and they'll share their experience. But honestly, if you are going to travel abroad for university, it's scary, but
Hats off if you do it.
yeah,
Uh,
it's the most courageous thing you can do, honestly. I respect you so much for it. And like, we went through a lot just being in Sharjah, like from Abu Dhabi to Sharjah. So imagine. So, like, honestly, it's scary, but honestly, so much fun, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the experience I didn't get to have.
That's the experience
Yeah.
we didn't get to have, and a lot of people in AUS didn't get to
Yeah, I
have.
guess so.
Okay, so you graduated high school,
Mhm.
you entered hopefully your dream university, it's your first day. That's where everything starts to change.
I went to the wrong building my first class.
Me too. And it was so
I
embarrassing.
was supposed to be in NAB. I went to physics.
I was supposed to be in NAB. Oh my god, me too. I was supposed to be in NAB. I went to Chem, which is where NAB is.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that Chem is NAB. So
Oh, yeah, the backside.
yeah, I didn't know what the hell is NAB. So I was just entering and I'm like, I look like a lost freshman. And you can immediately point out who the freshmen are.
Wow, absolutely.
Like when you go further into uni, when you're a sophomore, junior, senior, you can point them out from like a mile away.
Yeah, the
But
freshman hazing.
we were so offended by that as freshmen. Like, what do you mean I'm freshman?
I don't look freshman.
I don't look freshman.
And like squeaky voice. I don't look freshman.
I don't look freshman. With the little backpack and everything, we're prepared. Last year of uni, I used to go to classes without even my laptop. Nothing. Pajama and vibes.
Sweatpants.
And vibes, literally. But I went into the building and this girl, she saw how confused I was. I didn't want to ask anyone because I didn't want to show that I'm a freshman. You know, Asas,
Yeah.
I'm here. But this girl came to me, she starts laughing in my face. And I'm like, hello. She's like, you're a freshman. I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you need help? And we're getting somewhere. I'm like, where's Nab? Please, please tell me where. And she was so nice. Like most people wouldn't do. People aren't nice.
Oh no, especially like freshman hazing.
Exactly.
Oh, people took it like way too far.
Too far.
Especially in dorms, like.
There was this thing where if you were in dorms, the people in dorms that are older than you would tell you like you have to take
The mattress.
take your mattress to the student center
The main
and stamp
building.
it.
The main building.
They told me student center, and I was so like freaking out about it. I'm like, I can't even carry my purse to carry my mattress. Like, how am I supposed to do that? So I went to like a bunch of people and I'm asking them, oh, like, how are you planning to like move your? I was that serious. How are you gonna move your mattress to the student center? And they all laugh, and I don't know why they're laughing. And I got pissed. Like, I need to get it stamped or else. And we never knew what the or
Yeah.
else was. We just rolled with it. And then someone told me like, oh, it's a prank on
No,
freshmen.
at least okay. One, I want to say shout out to Adam Jafar. He told me don't do it. He went to my high school and he graduated before he was 2 years older, few years older than me, and he told me not to do it. But like, oh my, I just remember that was like that was the day before we started classes.
Literally.
I'd see
Orientation
8
week.
guys. I swear, 8 guys going out of the dome carrying the mattresses. And walking was like, what are you gonna? What the
Why
hell
are
are
you
you doing? It was like,
carrying-
we're going to stop. It was like, be careful. You have to do it today, or you get fined.
Yeah, you get fined.
Yeah.
They said get fined. To me, they said
No,
like you don't know.
those are the freshmen. Those are the
No.
freshmen. They laugh.
I remember they told me is that you don't get it stamped. You're not allowed to go to class. And the first day they will check. And I don't know why I didn't like connect it. No, شو خص the mattress with the class.
Yeah, don't be assholes of freshmen.
Please, haram. Like
Oh,
honestly,
man.
freshmen's don't try to look like you're not
Okay.
freshmen.
Yeah. Okay.
You are.
Freshmen, don't be too stupid. Okay. Just
Yeah.
it's fine. You cannot know. You can ask. It's fine. Just
It's
ask.
fine,
It's
just
fine to ask. But
Asking for help.
seniors and juniors, like, okay, 2 years ago you were also freshmen, so don't act as
shut
if
up.
don't act as if like you have life like on complete. Shut up.
Exactly. Be kind to freshmen if you're not, and freshmen admit that you're a freshman. It'll make your life easier.
True.
And if someone makes fun of you for it, be like, you're gonna die before me. Like, you're old. I'm young. Honestly, I'm so jealous of freshmen now. I'm like, oh my god, I'm 22. But yeah, like always hit them back. You're
Assert dominance.
assert dominance.
Okay,
literally.
everything within rules. Don't get kicked out. Okay, me and you were we can't say that because like
Yeah. We messed up.
we messed up big time.
We messed
Actually,
up.
you know what? Okay, I don't think I can put this in, so I'm gonna say this, but yeah, just to you. I don't think I would have graduated uni without you. Because يعني, I had a judicial affair claim and someone check علي and and Luna went to the professor and told him Imad did absolutely nothing wrong. Imad didn't, because like she did that she filed a claim on judicial affairs.
I filed a claim.
No, a
Oh
judicial
my
affairs claim
god.
on me. And Luna went to the professor, told him that did not happen, and the professor went to the judicial affairs. So without you, I would have gone kicked out of uni. So thanks, Lutz.
You're welcome. No, but honestly, like, I would have done it happily either way. Like, what the hell? This girl was crazy.
Yeah.
Yani,
We shared a lot of bad experiences in uni, I guess. بس يعني some
but we learned.
that made us stronger. Yeah,
We
absolutely.
learned. Like, university is gonna. I feel like university is where you start learning more and more about yourself because you're away from your parents, you're alone. Like, it's up to you to be who, like, to be the person that you are gonna be. You know, it's up to you what type of friends you surround yourself with, what type of circle you're in. Everything that happens in university shapes who you become in your 20s in one way or another.
Absolutely.
And whether it's bad experiences or good, you always learn a lesson. And honestly, I'm gonna say this, transitioning from university to work is very, very lonely, but so is transitioning from school to university.
Especially if you don't know anyone, like
Especially if you don't
yeah.
know anyone. Like, imagine like you're new, you literally don't know anyone. You have to be confident. If you're not confident, you're gonna spend university alone. Like, you
Absolutely.
have to put yourself out there and like connect to people, talk to them, go up to someone random and start a conversation. It's not cringy, it's not
No.
weird. No, عادي.
To
Like,
all the people who's graduating from high schools, high schools,
high schools.
from graduating from high school is like, no, be confident. Like, you're not gonna not every conversation you're gonna have is gonna be a good one, or like
True.
you
And
know,
not every friend you have is gonna be a good one either,
or
but that's up to
a
you.
long lasting friend. No, there's friends for just a season
Come
or
and
for a
go.
port. Yeah,
True.
but like, no, just go in. This is your university experience. Like,
Exactly.
own it.
You own it and you make it. Like, it's up to you how the next 4 years are gonna look. It's literally up to you.
Yeah.
You surround yourself with bad and toxic people, you're gonna have a toxic 4 years. You surround yourself with people you trust, you're gonna have, like,
You're
it
absolutely right.
depends. It
As
depends.
much as we said, like, a lot of things happen to us, like, out of our control. Yes, that is true. A lot of things, like, we don't have a lot of control in. But yani, also, we have a lot of control in so much shit.
And so much.
In the people we surround ourselves in, the places we go out, like
Like, you don't
everything.
have to talk to the loudest, biggest group. Trust
You're
me, this group is gonna be your downfall. And I learned that the hard way. Like, I was super confident going into university. I'm like, I'm gonna make this university my I'm sorry. So I would talk to everyone. I would like make friends with everyone, and I would be an open book. Trust everyone. Yalla. I'm telling my secrets left and right, left and right, left and right. Boom.
You're right.
But be careful who you trust. Please be careful who you trust. Not anyone can be trusted. Not everyone wants what's best for you. Especially if you're in the same major. I feel like you can be the closest of friends, but you're competing at the end of the day. You are out for the same jobs
You're right.
after 4 years. So not everyone has your best interest at heart. You have your best interest at heart. So take that into consideration going into uni and going out of uni to work.
Yeah, sir. You know-
Because at work, your co-workers are your enemies. I do not care if you're so close to them. Work bestie, no. Don't get me wrong, I was very close with my co-workers, and we still are, by the way. If you're watching this, hi. But at the end of the day, if there's a promotion or something, we're all out to get it. So she's gonna come for your neck, he's gonna come for your neck. You have to be careful. This is a life lesson that you need to know forever. Be careful, do not trust anyone, keep to yourself. Laugh it out, عادي. You can, I'm not telling you be fake, but just don't say anything about yourself.
You're absolutely right. You know, also that's funny. University teaches you about people. Genuinely, that's
100%.
the major thing you're gonna take away from uni. You're gonna learn so many new things about people. Like, funny enough, like, the people I'm closest to now are the people I met in like my freshman year, and I was like, oh, I will never be friends with those people.
Exactly.
Like, us,
Same.
technically, we met our freshman year. We really didn't like. We had classes together. We
but
had
you were just my classmate.
Yeah, exactly. We had surface
Yeah.
level conversations. Like, we really didn't get like closer to each other like till what,
till
junior
senior year, junior year.
junior year. Yeah, so it was like, and like, mom, I met him like my freshman year. I hated him. He hated me. But like, funny enough, like later on, like it's not like sometimes it's like not the people you click with the fastest or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes the people that are like, honestly, school friends are your friends for life if that applies to you, but university friends, these are the friends that are actually with you for life. That you choose who you're going to take with you into adulthood. So, going into uni, most of the people I used to talk to, yani, sorry, but I can never imagine myself being friends with them now. Like,
mm-hmm.
absolutely no way. So sometimes you might meet your best friend in your last year of university, not necessarily your first. So don't like think, the friends that you make in your freshman year, hadol, they're your best friends forever. La. Be prepared to go in and out of friendships, in and out of groups, like, it's crazy.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, the people who you throw the hat with, these are the people that are with you forever.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Um
And after you graduate, you'll honestly, that's where like the true colors come out.
mm,
After graduation, that's when it's like,
mm,
oh, was he really my friend, or like,
was
yeah,
she really my friend? Even the people like that I was friends with, fell out with, like some of these people, I'm not gonna mention any names because I don't want to give them the satisfaction, but some of them I really still like have a place in my heart for. Like, okay, yeah, we fell out, but at that point in my life, at that moment, you were someone very important to me, and that's gonna stay with me forever.
yeah.
But it's not something to neglect. But now let's talk about, we talked about how the transition from graduating university to work is hard. It's a slap in the face. It's way more responsibilities, and you need to put your hopes very low. Of
Mm-hmm.
especially in the job market today, horrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Some people have graduated years ago until now they don't have their first job. It's very competitive. It's very hard. But what about the the people in university that you're friends with? How does your friendship change after when you start working?
Oh, dramatically. It's not just like our situations change.
Yeah.
Like people, like technically, is like it's generally is like a slap back to reality. It's like a lot of us was like, for the majority of my friends, we were all in dorms, or like we moved out into like apartments just to be closer to uni. We moved back to with our families. Okay, so it's like we don't see each other as often.
Mm.
It's fine, understandable. Okay,
But is it?
for what reasons?
It's understandable. Like, of course, like, first, you're under the same roof in the same university, going to the same classes, whatever, whatever.
Spending like 12 hours a day together.
24/7
Yeah.
together, especially if you have a roommate in university. Like, your roommate,
Mm-hmm.
you're forever with her or him. But then suddenly you graduate, you're not under the same institute anymore. You're working for this company. For example, me and you're working for this company, I'm working for another company. So we're not like, صح, we said, we help each other with
Yeah.
work in university, but also like being in different companies eventually shapes you. Also,
Absolutely.
like you start adapting to their culture, and their culture might be different than your friend's culture. And let's say, مثلا, in the UAE, we're in different cities. I moved back to Abu Dhabi, back to my parents' house. So, and all of you guys are in Dubai. That was very hard. And like, don't get me wrong, I went into the mentality when I graduated. I'm like, listen, everything's about to change. Understandable. 100% understandable. My friends, they're going to have different jobs. They're going to have different lives. Understandable. But when does it stop being understandable? When those friends suddenly switch up on you out of the blue. That's when it stops being understandable. Because as much as you, okay, your life is gonna drastically change. Like I said, you're in the same classroom one day, next day you're in different cities, continents, countries, whatever, even different houses. But you're in your house, you're not
Mm-hmm.
in the dorm anymore. So obviously, yani, it's understandable that distance is gonna grow. But what's so hard is that, like, okay, you understand they have a different life now, but at the same time, you realize that like each person now has different priorities. Like together in university, our priority was getting good grades together and throwing the cup together. But right now, masalan, let's say if I have a friend that's married or engaged, suddenly like she's on a whole different wavelength. But what's so important is to not lose touch. As much as our lives change, and they're gonna, and a lot, like your friends from university, guys, your friendship is gonna change. But my best advice is don't lose touch. You can't see each other every day. You can't call every day. You're busy, you're working, you have different whole entire lives that are so different from each other now. But try to at least stay in touch. Just stay in touch because you're not gonna be happy is that you lose those friends. Those friends like you went through years of trauma with in university, years of experiences, years of everything. Don't lose touch. I'm not saying see each other every day, that's not gonna happen. Call each other every day, that's also not gonna happen. A simple text once a week, hey, just checking up. Like don't lose touch with your friends. And if you feel like your friends are starting to lose touch with you, remind them. Like our lives are transitioning. I don't want to lose you as a friend. I respect that you have a different life now, different boundaries, different priorities, but let's stay in touch. Just stay in touch. And don't be surprised or sad when even that doesn't happen.
Alright.
You know, like it's heartbreaking, it's hurtful, it's like weird, it's weird. Honestly, the best way to describe it is weird. Like, how? You know? But my advice is first of all, expect the unexpected. Don't be too hopeful that your friendship is gonna remain the same because it's not, and stay in touch. What advice would you give to?
Honestly, like listening to you talk, I sometimes fall onto the wrong part of your advice. Some people, with like, yes, life got into in the way between us, and like maybe I'm the problem in that scenario. I could have like kept in touch in a much better way, which I do feel sad for. بس يعني at the same time, it's not just like everything changes in our like professional life. Our personal lives also like does not stop. Like they keep going, and like more things happen to it, and like at some point it was like overwhelming. It's more than we can handle. But like honestly, my advice is just like try with everyone. Like don't lose. Try not to lose anyone, whether it's like no matter like your friendship level or wherever.
Yeah, I agree. Because honestly, it's so easy to make friends in school. It's so
No,
easy
yeah,
to make friends in
absolutely.
university because you're all the same age. You're all there together. You see each other every day. Even people that you've never talked to, you see them in the hall every day, going
Mm-hmm.
to the same class every day.
You see the same faces.
The same faces.
Yeah.
In adulthood, so difficult to make new friends.
Especially in Dubai, by the way, that's what I noticed. It's so hard to
It's
make
so
friends.
hard because everyone has their people and that's it. Like no one's interested, I feel
And
like, here to make new friends. And like why would, like it's so much easier to like create close bonds and friendships at a young age because you're still young, you're growing up
yeah,
together. But once you're all grown up and you're, let's say you're talking to another grown up, you're both grown up, it's hard to find that instant click, that instant, oh my god, let's be best friends, let's be friends. Like, and you don't run into people as often.
right.
Like the people that you know are the people at work, and that's it. These are the new people. If you don't like them, but it's tough. It's tough. So that's why don't don't lose touch with the people that you do already know, that you do already love, that you do already care about, because you're not gonna find good friends in your adult life. It's
Yes,
very,
and
very,
the
very
خلاص يعني
difficult.
you can't share the same
You
experiences. And
can't.
that's يعني as much as we loved our like university life, technically خلاص that part of like we can't
It's
redo
gone.
it,
It's
or
gone.
we do the same stuff we used to do. We outgrew them.
You can't live the same life. Like when you get to know another adult, they they are already at that part of their life where they have their own career, their own boundaries, their own priorities, their own everything. They have a whole different life that you know nothing about, and you, same for you. So like, there's no common ground unless you work under the same roof. That's as close as you
Right.
can get to someone new after university. Honestly, like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can always meet friends through friends and
Yeah.
whatever, but it's just so much harder because we're also so much busier when we're working. Like, also, that's another thing that you should prepare for when you graduate university. You're not gonna be free at all. At all. Like, even if you are free, like at work, you clock in, you clock out, you're done with work. You come back dead. You come back dead, social battery out. You physically cannot. Like, me personally, I can't go out while I'm
Yeah.
working. Like in the week, I can go out on the weekends, not during the week. I can't because khalas, all my energy, I drained it into work. I have 4 hours. I come back at 6. I have 4 hours to eat, shower, sleep, and redo the same thing
Mm-hmm.
all again the next day. So there's very little time for social life. So be prepared for that. Your social life is gonna get way less interesting when you start working.
Wait, it's gonna die.
It's gonna die.
It's
You
gonna
have
die.
no social life when you're working. You just see your four friends
It's
every weekend
it's a
and that's
pattern.
it.
It's gonna be a pattern.
It's gonna be a pattern, it's gonna be a routine, it's gonna be different. Like in university, you can always, let's skip this class
No.
and get lunch. At work, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You're in work, you stay at work till you clock out. بس ما في لعب, no games, no spontaneous like you
Yeah.
can't even like plan a spontaneous trip. You're on probation the first 6 months.
Yep.
You can't you خلاص you're stuck.
Yep.
But be prepared to lose your social life, honestly. Like, as much as we talk about work life balance and how important it is, and it is important, but the reality of work life balance is that you work all week and you life in the weekend. And that's it.
Sometimes, even like sometimes
Sometimes,
weekends don't work.
sometimes we stay at home in the weekend and we're like, oh my God, I don't want to go out. I just want to sleep
Yeah.
because you're drained.
Mm-hmm.
But it came as a shock for me, to be honest. Like when I graduated university and started working, I'm like, I'm so used to going out every day and so used to like chilling every day,
Yeah.
seeing my friends every day. It's you, yourself, and your
Yep.
coworkers. That's it. But
Also,
get
like
ready.
the familiar, the way is like, oh, I used to go to this place. It was like this person's always there. Like it's like, oh, I want to go for a drive. Oh, I'll just call my friends. It was like, if someone's free, okay, they'll come. Like that was just like
It was so easy
two
making
minutes.
plans.
Yeah, exact 2 minutes before, and that's the plan. Now I was like, shit, Luna has to drive an hour and a half, or I have to drive an hour and a half. I was like,
And even like timings, because like at work, you dedicate most of all of your day to
yeah,
work. So, how do you balance like also having a social life and also like taking care of your family? Like, come on. Like, some people, like, نحنا, we're still at a very early age. I mean, some people my age already have families of their own,
yep.
even. So, their double,
I don't know how they do it.
their
صراحة.
life, their social life is dead times two. Like, you suddenly have a new family, a new husband, new kids, and you have work. Your friends are gone. They're
Yeah.
gone. But it just gets so much, like, we really underestimate how serious it gets after university. It was all fun and games, and suddenly it's not. Suddenly, like, I have a different life that I personally don't like. I mean, some people like it.
Yeah.
يعني بس no matter what, I feel like it's hard to go from seeing your friends every day, hanging out every day, to just once a week or sometimes once a month.
Yep.
But
And sometimes like once a month it was like for 30 minutes.
for
That's it.
30 minutes, like you can't, ما في, يلا, let's go to let's go to Jabal Jais at 2
Oh
a.m.
yeah.
What?
That's no
What?
longer a thing.
We can't. You can't.
It's not about your social life also. It's technically your like the expectations from your parents. It was like the expectations from society. The everything else changes.
Exactly, because like in the same year, you are suddenly like a student, and now you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You're an adult.
Right.
No one prepares you. What do you mean I'm an adult? How am I an adult? What do adults do? And you're expected by society, your parents, your friends, everyone to just figure it out, to
Mm-hmm.
know exactly what to do.
Have
Like
the answers.
have the answers. I'm sorry, I don't. Like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Help, but no one can help. You're on your own, you're
You're
an
right.
adult. So like university teaches us our majors, but and teaches us life lessons, true, but has anyone ever sat and taught us adult things? How to be an adult?
Nope.
Does anyone even know how to be? Are adults even adults? Are they doing it the right? Like, what exactly is the right way to be an adult?
Even like the stupidest thing. I remember like this is like my sophomore year. Like there was a problem with my bank card.
Mm.
I like that was like my first time like dealing with the bank as an adult. Like
Mm.
after I became 18, I drove to 6 different bank branches in Sharjah,
God.
and I could have done it on my phone. Like yeah, just the small things like like our parents did for us, and like
Yeah,
yeah,
you
that's
don't
just
realize how much your parents do for you until you're out in the wild. Like, I feel like being an adult, graduating university, working, you're out in the wild, you're out in the
mm-hmm.
loose, yalla, figure it out.
So
No one will teach you how to figure life out, and I'm not here to teach you how to figure out your
we're
life
trying to
either.
figure it out
We're
ourselves.
we're still trying to figure it out. So no one, there's no like right answer or right path or right way to do anything. Just genuinely be prepared for a big slap of transition. A big slap. You are not ready for it.
Go into the mentality of like, okay, I want to learn. Okay, teach me how to do it. Not just like, can you do it for me?
Exactly.
That's the only advice I can give, honestly.
And expect anything.
Mm-hmm.
Expect anything, anything. And like watch your back, especially like with work. Like I said, people are out to get you. They want to progress before you do.
Yep.
Imagine you're very good at what you do and you progress faster than the person that's been working there for 3 years. No one, no one, like your coworkers are your enemy. Go in with that mentality. Like them, you can like them, you can have gossip sessions with them, you can even hang out with them after work. But at work, when it comes to serious shit, you don't share your work with anyone. Don't.
Mm,
Stay, like, don't trust people at work. Just,
absolutely.
you can't.
Keep your business life and personal life separate.
Separate, 100%
Mm.
separate, and just get ready. Guys, you know what time it is. Time for the talking lemon. And Imad, I want you to tell me something very hard you went through during the transition from university to work that you haven't told anyone about.
Mm.
Something that may help someone that you personally went through.
Thank you. Oh, it does smell really nice.
Smells amazing.
Uh, from okay, I actually don't care for like I really I- I'm not shy about this story, but يعني everyone around me for some reason was like don't say it out loud. I was delayed. I delayed my graduation. Like I failed my last course in uni, and I had to take a summer course. Technically, I graduated 8 weeks after you did. I walked with you guys. I walked. I graduated 8 weeks after you did.
Mm.
Thankfully for summer, yeah. And like honestly, since our graduation, like the time I graduated, and like for the next 3 months, my life was genuinely upside down. Not even like my business life. It was like, oh, Emad has you have to find a job. My personal life, everything got flipped. Honestly, I was like, it's fine if you fail. It's fine if you like your friends graduate before you. If it's fine if like people took a step before you or reached a goal before you. It's not something to be shy about.
No, it's
Like the real ones will have your back. Like truthfully, that's my advice. So it's like you failed the course in uni. It's fine. Just cry about it. Get up, go study. Don't figure a way to pass. Figure a
exactly.
way to fucking do it. Like that's it.
Because everyone is moving on anyways, so why can't you? Like life goes on with or without you. So don't cry about it. You're right.
Yeah.
Keep going. And so, what if you're a step behind everyone else? Is anyone really on the right
No.
track? Is anyone really on the right step?
Yeah, you're right.
No.
Like, funny enough, like, okay, I delayed my graduation 8 weeks. It's fine. By the time I graduated, you found a job. Other people found jobs. But like at the same time, it's like I was healthy. Like my family was healthy. My family, friends were fine. Like no, nothing. Like looking back at it, was like, was
It's
it really
not a
worth
big
it?
deal.
Like I cried about it. I made like a big fuss. I was like, it's really like look at the big picture. Like everything is good. Yeah, alhamdulillah.
And
It passed.
thank you so much for sharing that because someone right now might be going through
That's
that,
fine.
might have failed one course can delay you from graduation.
Oh, I want to say it. I passed that course. That professor failed me intentionally. Okay, but like we moved on. Like that's the like I don't hold the grudge. The past is the past. But
I
like,
do. If you were my sociology professor,
Fuck.
I still hold that grudge. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like yeah, but like whatever it is, like at the end of the day, like they worked so hard to show their power, and we're the ones that got the back end of it. But like whatever it is, but like at the end of the day, I graduated. That taught me a lot about myself, not about management, because I still don't know about management. You're professor. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
بس خلاص. That's my secret that I never told anyone, I guess.
damn.
Mm.
So guys, you failed a course. Don't cry about it.
But like, don't like go play the entire night and like fail a course, then they cry about it. No, I studied. Like I have so many people that saw me as like I'm not going out. I'm just going to study. I did put my all into it, but like I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
I
Some
know.
things happen out of our control, and that's fine. Like, hatta some people like, and I feel you for this. Some people can't afford to finish university on time, at the same time as their friends,
And that's fine.
and that's fine. It's okay. Go at your own pace. It's your life. Forget society. Forget society expectations. Forget I have to have my first job at 21. Like, no, you don't. You can people enter university at 21.
You're right.
It's never too
And that's not
late.
wrong.
That's not wrong at all. Go at your own pace and stop looking at everyone else's pace. Your story is yours. Your life is yours. Your journey is your own. Stop following what everyone else is on and thinking less of yourself and thinking that you're unworthy because you're behind. You're not behind. You are on the right track for you. So
The best advice I got from that situation was like, you don't know how your life is going, so don't put a timeline on it.
exactly.
God sees your entire life. Let Him put a timeline.
Exactly.
So just be grateful and work your best.
And take it easy.
Yes.
Take it easy. Take your time. And I'm not gonna tell you, graduates, university graduates, congratulations also to you guys. Um, it's not butterflies, it's unicorns, it's not sprinkles. And no one's gonna tell you that. No one's gonna tell you that. But me and Imad just did.
Mm-hmm.
So
Put your head down and get to work. That's life. Yeah, and خلاص.
and listen, I'm not trying to like demotivate you in any way at all. Relax, like
Absolutely. Go.
hustle up,
Yes.
but just be ready for a big transition. Not everyone's ready for that. Mentally prepare yourself for that transition. Honestly, also, no. As much as you mentally prepare, you're never gonna be fully prepared until you're in it. Just once you're in it, don't be overwhelmed. Just take it as it is. Take it in. Work with what you got and do your best. Honestly.
If you fail at something, doesn't mean you're a failure.
At all. It does
Yes.
not mean you're a failure at all. It means this is just not meant for you. If you got fired from your first job, there's other jobs. Like, no one's not gonna hire you because you got fired. Like, عادي. Is that you don't like the first job, quit. Take a risk, quit. Go and do something that you like. Just like I did, you know?
Which I fucking very proud of you for doing that.
Thank
صراحة.
you.
Yes.
To lighten the mood, we are going into our gaming segment, and today we're gonna play red flags versus green flags in the workforce
Okay.
at your job. So I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna ask you, and then you ask.
Okay. Okay. Just FYI, I've been told that it's really hard to work with me. So
Oh my god! Interesting. Another vulnerable lemon moment.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey,
Okay,
hey, it's hard to work with me, but at the end of the day, we got good results.
exactly.
So,
Always.
yes,
So, Imad,
tell me.
give me one green flag at work that, okay, is you see this green flag, you're more likely to be comfortable and work in this company. And give me one red flag where if you see it, it rubs you off,
Hmm.
it's weird and you don't feel comfortable and you want to leave.
Yeah, the green flag, the red flag. Let me say the red flag is like especially like at jobs, like you really don't get your information direct. You rarely do that, but like you hear it from people, and like I hate when like someone tells me a story but like keeps a part of it, and like I get to know it from another person. It's like, why did you choose that part of the story not to tell me? Or
Mm.
like okay, I'm not saying if it happened once or twice, but like the like it just like gives you half a story or half a or like just parts of it,
Mm.
and like the rest was like they would
That's
keep it to
someone that
themselves.
wants you to fail. Easy.
Yeah.
That's someone that wants you to fail.
That's just like at the end of the day, a job is a job. We have to do it professionally. It's like, yeah, just tell me like the entire thing so I can do my job correctly.
Mm.
That's a very big red flag. And I guess honestly that's like a personality trait.
Mm.
Honestly, some people just like to keep, they don't want to share the entire story, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even it's not like anything personal, it's just like business, like yeah, I guess.
You never know.
A green
Green
flag
flag.
is someone like who would hold you accountable in the right way.
Mm.
Look, I appreciate your effort. You did it wrong. But sit down, I'll show you how to do it.
Okay. Now that is golden. If you have a manager like that, or your mentor at work is like that, you better keep that job because
Absolutely.
these people
It
are
does. They
so
don't
rare.
have to be nice to you. They don't have to be like they invite you to their birthdays. No, they just want to tell you exactly how to do it. Those
Exactly.
managers are unicorns. They're hard to find.
Very hard to find. Um,
Yalla, your turn.
I would say a red flag is a company that has a lot of secrets. What I mean by that is that like they're very like the top people, CEO, directors, they know what's going on, but they're not gonna tell the rest of the employees what's going on. Like let's say the company is crashing, they're not direct about it. Like they keep secrets, or like companies that have like little gangs, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can tell when there's cliques at school, at university, and at work. But the cliques at work, those that make a difference, because at the end of the day it's your fate.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's your fate at that company. It's like if it's your source of income, you're living off of this
Right.
company. If like they can go like from like a normal day, the next day everyone is laid off, the company is bankrupt, you never know.
Yeah.
So I feel like a red flag at work is managers that aren't like clear and
Mm-hmm.
direct with you, and that have secrets from the upper management that they don't, I'm not saying tell us the full thing, but give us a warning.
Mm-hmm.
So
You want more transparency.
more transparency, exactly, because at the end of the day we're all here to work for the sake of this company. So it only harms you if you're keeping
Right.
it from us. We're working for you. So a green flag is having a boss that knows, like, not knows, but like a boss that is not I wouldn't say friendly, but a boss that genuinely like cares about you.
Mm.
Like cares about your success, your progress at work, like actually wants to see you grow and actually wants to help you grow. If you have a boss like that, like you said, it's an amazing green flag. And like a boss that doesn't create animosity between team like coworkers, like a boss that creates a good environment for teamwork. And I'm not saying okay the family shit, like we're a family, no you're not. No you're, my family's at home, you're not my family. But in that way, like makes like a boss that makes
A
sure that
bond. A bond.
he creates a bond, even if it's a personal bond.
Right.
But when a boss, especially like for example, like my boss was not just like my manager. He was also the director of the entire marketing department for the whole company. So his humility, that's what made me respect him so much. Like he's super humble and he makes sure to like know like get to know you and actually helps you, actually wants you to be there, like makes you feel wanted. You get what I mean? So that's a very good green flag. Like a manager that knows how to make the coworkers bond,
Yeah.
how to lift your spirits, how to actually work as a team, and goes out of his way or her way to like to create a bond between
A
you. So
comfort.
a comfort zone where you feel more confident to work better. Like for example, there was nothing I couldn't tell him.
Mm.
Like most people would be scared, oh my god, I'm gonna hide this mistake. No, like if I make a mistake, I know that I could tell him. I know I'm not gonna yell that. I know it's gonna be okay, and he's gonna come and tell me, okay, and just next time do this, don't do that. So high spirits in a team
Yeah.
is a green flag. A team that actually like not cares about each other, because no one really cares about you at work, but a team that cares to work with you instead of working against you, because at the end of the day you're trying to achieve the same goal.
You're absolutely right.
So try to look for that. If you enter a company and your team is toxic, bye. Leave, 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 leave. Don't even stay for a week. You're on probation. You can leave anytime.
Okay,
Leave.
you say that, but like
It's not always
it's not always an option for
it's
people.
not always an option for people.
Yeah.
That's true. And that sucks for those
Mhm.
people. But if you can,
Yeah.
get out before it's too late, because it's gonna kill you.
You're
Like,
absolutely right.
anyways, guys, I hope through this episode with me and Imad, we let you in on some things that are the blunt truth about the transition from university to work life. And hopefully, you take that also with a grain of salt. Like, not everyone has the same experience, and not everyone goes through the same transition, but it is a big transition. So, all I want to say is good luck. Congratulations, high school and university graduates. And my final advice is put fucking seatbelt on. I'm out. What's your last advice for people that are transitioning?
No, get to work. Like you're smart. You graduated. خلاص يعني no. Be thankful. بس يعني now it's hard or not. You don't care. Put your head down and just go to work. That's the only advice I can give, honestly.
Valid. Valid. So yeah, congrats 2024 graduates, and we will see you on the next episode of Looney Tunes. Bye. I wanna I wanna give a shout out to my dad. Honestly, if it wasn't for him, I would not know what to do at work. Like, genuinely, like he helped me transition into the mindset that you are at work now. You are not in university anymore. He eased me into it, and he led me through every step on the way. Like, do this, don't do that. Say this, don't say that. When you're working, make sure you like. He was just there every step of the way. Like, my dad has work. He works. He already has work stress. He already deals with his own shit, but yet he was still willing. At the end of the day, we both come back from work at the same time. I don't think I ever asked my dad how was work, but he always asks me, and I sit and I rant to him, forgetting that like he literally just went through almost the same day, if not even worse. So honestly, like, dad, I appreciate you. Like, you, like, knowing that you are there, yani, and you have your own shit, like, honestly, that means a lot. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, he tell me, Luna, shut the fuck up. I don't wanna hear you rant about work. I've been at work myself. Like, sometimes khalas. But even though he's has way more stress, because obviously, yani, he's my dad, like his work is important, he'd still sit and listen to me like nag about stupid shit at work. Like, Today, I wanted to order, but my coworkers wanted to get food from the bucket.